Sam Alvey is a double champion. He just flatlined veteran kickboxer Tyrone Spong, who had a record of 107 wins and 7 losses. He's a Glory Kickboxing veteran with an undefeated boxing record of 14-0, and he was the WBC and WBO Latino heavyweight champion in 2017 and 2018. And not only is Tyrone Spong an extremely experienced kickboxer and boxer, but he was scheduled to face lineal boxing heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk in 2019, but it didn't end up happening because of a failed drug test, which came back positive and then eventually came back negative for Spong. But this is all to say that frickin' Smilin' Sam Alvey, the UFC veteran with one of the longest losing streaks in the history of the promotion, with not winning 8 fights in the UFC in a row and getting cut, just absolutely flatlined Tyrone Spong to become the first ever double champion in karate combat history, where he's now the heavyweight champion and the light heavyweight champion. And I was watching this live and I had to rewatch it like 10 times just because of how surprised I was and how clean it was. It's wild to see someone with a UFC record like this go and leave the UFC and go to another promotion, even though he's 40 years old, and just dominate. If you asked me a couple of years ago if Sam Alvey, of all people, would go on to knock out Tyrone Spong and go on a win streak after leaving the UFC and become a double champion, I would have laughed in your face. Truthfully, I would have laughed at your face. I do love to see this happen for Sam Alvey, though, mainly because he was in the UFC for so long and he struggled so much towards the end. And I know he's got a ton of kids and has mentored a lot of fighters, and I think he trained a few influencers for influencer boxing and misfits, but to now having this beautiful record in karate combat, as you can see, I'm not sure who Sam Alvey plans on fighting next. I know he called out Eddie Hall, which will obviously never happen, or at least it won't be sanctioned just because the differences in their weights is so much, but props to Smilin' Sam for making a stupid, crazy call out like that. Maybe he'll get a few extra Instagram followers and TikTok followers or something like that. Definitely don't want to see him back in the UFC, but I am happy to see him doing well and sparking Tyrone Spong, out of all people, out. I know a lot of people were upset to see it because they believe Spong was just so good, so it hurt them to see Sam Alvey, of all people, do that to him. But that's just the way this game goes, boys. We know anything can happen in combat sports. That's why we watch. If you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome because we're trying to hit 10 subscribers. So thanks for watching and see you later.